Hello and welcome to the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, the NHL finals are upon us. The NBA finals are upon us. I guess it's the Stanley Cup final, not really the NHL finals. That's it's branded Stanley Cup final. And then we got a nice golf tournament happening this week, Cam. So we're just going to kick things off right with the NBA. I think we haven't really talked about NBA on the show, but Dallas surprised everyone and made it to the final. The first, I think, besides the Miami Heat, can you remember a seed below the 4 seed that's made the finals recently?
No, the NBA was one of those leagues, Drew, where all the favorites went there. Like, it was just basically a lock. You could circle like 3 or 4
You knew the
teams.
Final Four every time.
Yeah, every year. Like, and you're like, oh, I picked the Final Four. Great. So did my grandmother. Like, everybody does. And that's the whole thing about this. But now we're starting to see underdogs like Minnesota beating Denver and Dallas. Let's just call it out for what it is. I'm looking at the series price with Boston at minus 220. It's inflated. I know Kristaps Porzingis is coming back. They have a lot of stars. White, Drew Holiday's kind of the X factor, Drew, because he was huge with the Bucks. But the way Doncic and Kyrie are kind of like McDavid and Draisaitl, the two best players on the team. Gabe and I talk about this all the time. They're on the Mavericks, but I just think Boston's depth over time will be the factor. Like, I like Boston in 7. I hate the price. So what are we going to do with situations like that? We don't want to lay 220. So we want to help people. You put it in a parlay, or you do exact series betting, which I did, like Boston to win in 6 plus 390 or 450. Like, you know what I mean? I have them to win in 6 and 7, and they're both major, like over 3.5, 4 to 1. So then you can cash.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. So Boston in 6 is plus 500 right now on Bet365.
That's amazing.
And Boston in 7 is plus 350. Yeah. So instead of betting them to win the series at minus 220, as long as you think Dallas can win 2 games, you can hammer both those, and you're going to make way more profit than the minus 220 series.
I'll give Gabe credit too. They have these new things that you can do, and I'm starting to do a lot of them too. They're called series spread betting. So he basically
the minus 1 in the series.
He has basically the Stanley Cup final will go 6 or more, and the NBA final will go 6. So you get. What do you get? Like plus, you could do plus 1.5 and 1.5 for crazy plus money. He has plus 2.5 and 2.5 for plus 145, I think it is, or 150. That's the way to attack it. Because I got to believe we're in the finals. Nobody's sweeping anybody. Florida's not sweeping. Edmonton's not sweeping Florida. Let's just say
the Stanley Cup final. Yeah. The Stanley Cup final. I'll tell you, there's a lot of series recently that have gone only 5 games. We saw it with Vegas against Washington. We saw it last year.
Foreshadowing. Let's see the NBA. We'll talk about
hockey. I'm just saying. You're saying it's usually close. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's not.
What I'm trying to explain is it's a good way to get plus money out of things that you don't have to lay money. Our whole goal is to find simpler ways to win, to get low juice or to get plus money. That's what we're trying to do. So that's the way you can attack it. I think Boston wins in 7. I'm going to take them in 6 and 7. The plus money seems excellent, Drew. You said, what did you say, 6 to 1 for 6?
Plus 500 for
that's
Boston
fantastic. That is a great price. I will be definitely. I got it a little bit less than that because I'm on multiple books, but I'll have to put some money in there. That one for that specifically. But I think the Celtics win. I think White's going to be a key guy in this series, hitting threes. Holiday's kind of the X factor. But the problem is when you got Luka Doncic and you got, Kyrie Irving, who's actually not talking about the earth anymore. Whoever he's hanging out with. He should be friends with life. The guy's totally changed his attitude. He gets it now, right? And the role players aren't as bad as people think. PJ Washington hits threes. He's a very effective scorer. If he gets like 15 plus, they could be in a good situation. And, they got guys in the middle that can defend. Dallas is a very good basketball team, but I just think Boston is just a little bit better. People talk about
since
Boston.
The trade deadline.
Dallas is best.
Since the trade deadline, they're 1-2 in winning percentage in the league.
Good call, Drew.
Listen, I think Dallas is going to take game 1, as crazy as that sounds. I think Boston hasn't really been tested in these playoffs. They've lost 2 games overall. I think this will be like a wake-up call, like, oh, shit, like this is actually real competition. And I could see Boston then going on and winning 4 straight, maybe the 4-1, like we said, so they win in the series in 6. But I think Dallas takes game 1 tonight, and they're plus 200 on the money line. Am I crazy to think that?
Actually, a lot of people I know think it's going to be the other way, but kind of do the opposite. Boston is notorious for winning the first game and falling flat in the second game. They've done it in every series. So, but just don't apply that to everything. It could be different this time. We have teams that are coming off significant rest, Drew. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Like, hell, I'm doing shows with Gabe. He's never taken an under in his life, and he's talking about taking an under with Rust, especially in the first half and first quarter. And I'm kind of agreeing, going, you know what? That makes sense, because are these guys going to come out there and bury their shots? It might take them a while to get in the flow. I know it's kind of a low total with a great scoring team. Like, Dallas can really light it up in Boston. I don't know, Dallas, like, Boston can score against them, but I
Well,
really
the issue is Boston has closers too, Cam. Like Minnesota was winning every single game in that series in the last 5 minutes.
You mean
and they just couldn't
Dallas
close
has
out the games.
closers? Dallas has
No, I'm
closers.
saying Boston has closers unlike Minnesota. Like Minnesota should have won that series
Yes,
against
yes.
Dallas, but they couldn't close out the leads. They had a lead in every game in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
Boston's not going to have that problem. So that's, I think, Dallas's issue is can they close out these games against a way tougher opponent? I don't know.
So let's attack it this way, Drew. If we both like Boston to eventually win, I think we got to go 6 or 7. This is not a 4 or 5 game series.
It could be 5. It could be 5.
And if you like Dallas tonight, this is great for you because Boston is 220 in the series. If they lose this game, you snap it again. This is
I
love series betting
Cam,
like this. And
I'm betting the money line on Dallas.
Yep.
If it wins, I'm rolling all of those winnings into Boston in 6.
I think you should split it up in 6 and 7, but
maybe
you're your own. Hey, depends how many Pampers you want to buy. You want to buy the warehouse or a box? That's your thing. Have you ever ordered toilet paper from Amazon?
No, because my wife works at Uline and like we get like free.
So you're getting discounted products without telling me. Yes. We'll talk about this in another cast. I know you used to give me meat, waiting for another meat order, but apparently with
any
household
supplies.
Meat.
It's like toilet paper, paper towel, household supplies. I get on like real.
I told you this asshole. So the guy comes to my porch and he steals. So we're still looking for this guy. We've been going through the video. Apparently he's around another neighborhood complex. He hit by the liquor store up at Mavis and Dundas. I'm at the other townhouse complex. But they got pictures of this asshole. He basically stole, Drew, you know what he stole from me? Diabetic sugar. Good, buddy. Go back and sell that on the retail market for $8, you fucking fool.
What do you think you could sell that on the black market
that's
for?
The best. He thinks he's getting like a computer. So, what a package. He gets diabetic sugar and like a couple like low-dose aspirins. Enjoy your package, pal.
Did Amazon refund you? I know they've refunded me when someone
stole
my package.
I need you to send me the information because I'm having a lot of problems with the app because I do a lot. Because remember,
just call their customer service line.
Just send me the information. Like, Drew, I'm an old guy.
All right.
I have Amazon US and Canada because from my other work, they send me stuff when I need stuff through the US
ordering stuff that is only deliverable to the States is the biggest pain in the ass. You have to go through that.
That's why I have a Canadian account. When they want to send it through America, I go, I'll buy it in Canada. You reimburse me. I'm not waiting 6 months for a price. I'm still waiting for when I lost that bet with the Leafs in Boston. I'm waiting for my Pasternak jersey still. That's why I bought the Cam Neely jersey.
It's a disaster. The worst is I had someone from.
They've been out of the playoffs since Florida.
Cam, when Colorado won the Stanley Cup, I had a couple of fans from Denver. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna send you some merch for being such a good fan." I'm like, "All right, sweet." I get a call from Duty Free. Hey, you owe us $280 for all this package at Duty Free for the taxes and duties. I'm like, what? They're sending it to me for free. Now I got to pay $300 to get this.
That's what's happening to me. I got a Steve Largent jersey in the mail, signed Seahawk jersey from this guy, Sean Higgs. I go, dude, I guarantee this thing's going to be stopped at the border or they're going to give me, like Mr. Stewart, this $40 auction jersey is now going to be $400. So you might as well have paid retail. Like, you know the way it works, buddy. You know the way it works.
I'm just like, why am I paying duties on something that's sent to me for free? Stupid.
Anyway, I got a lot we should just do a show on problems in life and deliveries and porch pirates and all that other bullshit. But I'm on Boston. You're on Boston. And I think, Drew, that is a great way to attack it. You take Dallas tonight. Even a little spread. Like
even the spread, not the money line.
You do it the way you want it. Because say Boston wins between 1 and 6 and the spread 6.5, you'll be punching yourself going, I wish I took the spread. But mash it up, money line and spread, and then you have Boston at a better price. Like I have another bet, minus 120, Boston to win game 1 and series. People are like, that's not really that smart. But it is when it's minus 225 in the series. Because if they win game 1, I definitely think they're going to win the series. So you can attack
100%.
it any way you want it, just lower the juice. That's basically what MVP. Who are we thinking? Brown.
Yeah, it's gotta be Jaylen Brown.
Tatum's got a lot of accolades. Brown, or if you like a dark horse, White. I think you can get him at like 40-1.
Yeah, but do you think anyone's ever going to vote for anyone other than Jaylen Brown?
That's what I hate about these MVP bullshit. Like
it's a popularity contest.
It's fucking stupid. Like okay, we'll get into hockey and we'll explain it when we get into hockey.
Yeah, it was just like Cam. I don't remember when Penguins won the Cup in 2016. It should have been Phil Kessel winning the Conn Smythe 100%. And they're like, oh no, we'll give it to Crosby. He doesn't have one.
Yeah, no, Crosby's great. But Phil Kessel deserved it that year. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, moving on to the Stanley Cup final, Cam. We got the Florida Panthers, who I called frauds at the beginning of the playoffs. I had them losing every series on the way, and then we got the Edmonton Oilers, who I had getting swept by Dallas, losing in 5.
I got egg on my face. Better than yours. I had both Final Four teams. You had nobody.
This is worst case scenario for me. I'm getting egg on my face from everyone. I got Florida Panthers fans in my DMs. I got Edmonton Oilers fans in my DMs calling me idiots, telling me to kill myself. I'm like, you guys need to relax. I had a bad prediction. I don't need to kill myself. It's just people need to chill.
The problem with hockey is it brings out the worst in people.
Oh,
like,
dude.
You notice, like, I lose a golf bet. A guy's like, go get him next week, Cam. We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Next, hockey, I'm going to find you where you live and let's throw down. I'm like, okay, what is this, grade 6? I'll meet
you didn't think that was a penalty? Are you fucking idiot?
I go on a rant about goaltender. You don't know the rules, Mr. Stewart. And then they give me a big thing. I go, I played the fucking game, okay? The guy pushed him into the goalie. Anyway, hockey fans are psychopaths. Who do you like, Drew?
I think Florida's going to dog walk the Oilers. But I've been wrong about the Oilers the whole way. I've been wrong with the Oilers. I already have a $50 bet on the Florida Panthers to sweep them. I'm just saying.
I'm on Florida too. But this is the things we talk
I'm
about.
not saying the L word.
No, just I'll shut up because I talk too much on this show. But just fucking, if you're going to listen to one thing, listen to this. Stop talking about locks, dog walks, cakewalks. Just say fucking Florida's going to win, and it's not going to.
All right.
Okay? Stop thinking it's going to be.
Get the brooms out.
I think they're going to sweep the Oilers. I got Florida in 6, and I'm getting mocked. People are like, yeah, you think 6? It's got to go 7. Edmonton is 7. I'm like, no, Florida in 6.
Cam, I think it's going to be Panthers in 4 or 5. I just think the depth. But then again, I thought, like I said, Dallas was going to do well against the Oilers too, and they just couldn't keep up scoring wise. Cam, I think
you think the Florida Panthers, I love the team too, Drew, and I think they're deep and they win every puck battle, are going to sweep. Like, really, legitimately, you think they're going to sweep the Edmonton Oilers? Like, tell me the truth. Maybe 6, but, like, you think they're going to sweep?
Maximum 5 games. Honestly, Cam, I don't see Edmonton winning more than 1 game. But I've been wrong on the Oilers all playoffs. Like I said, I've been wrong about them all playoffs. Well, I wasn't wrong the first 2 rounds, but I was dead wrong about them against.
So glad I hedged
Dallas.
out of the Rangers. Hey, Drew, that was one of the smartest things I ever did.
I know. That was the only team I had the future left on. Pissed me off.
Florida murdered those guys. It shouldn't have been close.
Just dominated every game.
They did. Yeah. They basically, it was like a fight where they get like tougher every game. The Rangers at the end were almost like waving the flag, like, don't hurt us anymore, please.
Well, Cam, my thing here is if you look at the teams Florida has played on the way to the Cup final, I think the Oilers have the worst defense out of all of them. Like defensive core, the 6
playing
defenders.
Better though. Give them credit.
They're playing 100%. They're playing better, Cam. 100%. But I'm saying the Rangers have better defense. Boston has better defense, and maybe not the first round. Okay, I'll give them the first round, but still, yeah, I just don't know how Edmonton slows them down, Cam. And Stuart Skinner, can he play the way he did against Dallas in Game 6? Because they didn't deserve to win that game, and they did.
Oh, I know.
Like 10 shots in an elimination game. That's embarrassing. Like you can't do that against Florida.
So here's the deal. They're not going to give the MVP to Barkov because he's a defensive two-way player. Okay? Mm-hmm. So Bobrovsky at 4-1 makes sense. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm taking a shot at Sam Bennett at 60-1. I think that's the best lottery ticket out there. I'm a Verhage guy, but Bennett's my guy for that price. What do you think?
Cam, I agree with you, but again, with the popularity contest, it's going to Kachuk and Bobrovsky if Florida wins.
I'm just saying, say the guy gets like game-winning goal. I'm just saying that price is nuts for Sam Bennett. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you on that front. And like it's going to go to McDavid if Edmonton wins, just because. But I think Bouchard should be considered because he's going to break Bob Orr's record for points in a playoff run if the Oilers win the Cup. And I think that needs to be in consideration for a Conn Smythe Trophy. As good as McDavid and Drexel have been, you have a defender breaking records. He's got to be considered.
Yep. The one thing about Florida that people don't talk about enough is how underrated their defensemen are.
Oh yeah,
like they have guys.
They have guys dominating.
Like another thing is, Drew. It's like I'm looking at these guys going, their worst defenseman is like Montour is awesome. Ekman Larsson's old and good. All these new European guys, they have crushed people and score goals, like backhand goals, and like they're big, they're strong, they're tough. They get the puck out of the net. The only reason Florida could lose this series, in my opinion, is if McDavid goes absolutely off. They give Edmonton special teams plays and they crush on the power play, or Bobrovsky turns into a fucking sieve. That's the only way I see it.
The X factor in the series and the reason why I think Florida dominates is Barkov. You see what he's done to Austin Matthews. You see what he's done to dude. Panarin did absolutely nothing at 5-on-5 against the guy. And like I know Panarin's not McDavid, but he had 120 points this year, makes $11 million. He's almost at that level, and he looked like a shell of himself. It looked like there was something wrong with him. I even tweeted, I was like, is something wrong with Artemi Panarin? Because he just didn't look like himself. It's because Barkov was shutting him down.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think Barkov can shut down the McDavid line, even if it's not shut down. If he can hold him to, let's say, I don't know, 5 points in the 5 games or whatever, I think Florida wins this.
So then why don't you do this too? Florida and I can't.
I already have them in 4. I already have the bet.
So you have them in 4. Why don't you just take them in 5 and 6?
I'll probably
Take them in the
sprinkle them
damn
in 5.
series then. Like, don't take them in 4. If they win,
I already did.
You know
It's
what?
already been placed.
If they win in 4, this is the type of guy I am, and I do pay my debts, aka the bottle that I got you at Christmas. I will take you to that fucking bar where we won that guy $5,000 who didn't give us a drink, and it's on me. Wings and beers on me. They will not sweep the Oilers.
So you're gonna take me out for dinner when I win money?
Okay, and then what do I get if it goes in? Okay, if it goes over 5? What do I get? Because I'm not gonna say
so it
4.
goes 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I'll take you out for a round of golf with beers.
Sold. And I'd like a meal on the side, preferably steak or chicken wings.
Okay. The 18 holes are going to be like $110. Now I'm giving you beers. Now you want food
and
too?
mussels and oysters and Basically, I'm going to clean out your wallet.
I got a second kid on the way, Cam. I can't be dropping 3 dimes on you.
You got Drew Jr. too. Vasectomy.
Yeah, time to get the old electrical wire snipped.
Hey, Drew, there you go. Welcome to the cut show. Not fun.
Maybe I'll vlog it for everyone to watch.
Dude, they knocked me when I got my hernia surgery or whatever. I'm like, hey, everybody, you like sports? And the next thing you know, I'm out. Like, you won't feel a thing. They're just gonna cut. Like,
they don't put you out for this though, Cam. All they do is they put a little freezing agent on it. They cut your sack open. They pull the string out. They cut it. They put it back in and stitch it up. That's it. You're not out. You're nothing. Just a little freezing agent.
Oh, interesting.
They told me it takes 10 minutes.
I thought they cut you open or something like that. Okay.
Well, they do. They cut your ball sack open, but it's only 10 minutes. Apparently.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it does not sound lovely.
That freezing agent better be colder than Mr. Freeze.
I told the wife, I'm like, why don't you just get your tubes tied? It's so much easier. She's like, how is it easier? They have to open up my stomach and do everything. I was like, fine. This is bullshit.
Imagine they keep the freezing agent in a bad refrigerator. Like they're going.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or like they go too far with the needle or something. Like, oh man.
I'm really enjoying this show. See, these are the clips you need to cut, Drew. We'll give everybody comedy and bad and hopefully good picks. So you got Florida in 4? I got Florida in 4
or 5. You got Florida in 6 or 7.
MVP,
right,
we got to go with
Bobrovsky
MVP.
I got Kachuk.
I got Bobrovsky at 4, but I'm going to take
now. Actually, Cam, it could be Barkov. If he shuts down McDavid, they might just be like, you know what? We don't care about the points. He held McDavid to 2 points in 5 games or 2 points in 4 games. Like,
I also have some props, Drew, for this series because this is what we're here for, and people ask for stuff. I have Connor Verhaeghe over 5.5 points in series. He's my favorite. I think he's my favorite Panther. It's plus money on one site, so I had to take it. But I know it's asking a lot. And the problem with that bet for you is you think it's going to be quick. But if it goes 6 or 7, I think you'll get there.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to win in 6. I don't know. I think Verhaeghe's game is so underrated. Like, I don't understand why people don't talk about this guy. I watch him play. He does everything on the wall. He's maybe not the best finisher. He sets up guys. He's tough. Like he's the perfect, like he's a guy I want on my team. He's responsible defensively. Like, how good is Connor?
So why don't you take him?
He's awesome.
Why don't you take him to get most points in the series?
I already did. It's like 16-1. I did.
Yeah. Okay. I got it right here now. It's 13-1. So it's went down.
People are betting it down. Wow. People are actually listening to me. Like I'm sharp. I'm dull as a
yeah. I'm trying to think who's a long range guy that could win that bet. It's probably Bouchard at 15-1.
Who's another?
If you think
like Forsling or somebody real crazy.
Oh, 150-1 if you think
that's not happening though.
No, it's not. It'll be the big boys. It's always guys.
It's actually a good pick because think about like the other guys Edmonton has to deal with.
Sam Bennett 90-1.
Ooh, you guys. See, Drew? See the problem with big numbers is they get us excited. The opposite of your vasectomy. I'm thinking, wow, I can get a lot of food with 90-1. Wow, I can't believe they freeze balls. That really sucks. Yeah, I got to go for a colonoscopy soon too.
Oh, they don't freeze you for that either.
It's been a tough week. I had an ultrasound, whatever. Drew, football season, we better hit winners because me and you might be in long-term care. So let's. What else do we got going on here? Any other picks?
Yeah, we'll move. I don't have any other props for the series. I don't know if you have any special things for Saturday's game 1. I do like Florida.
What about the over? 5.5.
Like the over?
Is it like you know what? A lower scoring game would benefit Florida. No.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking like 2-0.
Okay, I'm thinking 3-1. 3-2 like overtime or something. So I might take the under 2.
All right, yeah, I think the under as well. I'm going to bet on the shutout. We'll see if it happens.
This guy is you
Cam. I'm telling you,
you don't think the Oilers are going to win a game in the Stanley Cup? Wow, Drew, like you do some pretty crazy shit on our show, but this might take the cake. Like I love Florida.
Florida won 1 game last year, Cam. It's the same shit. Sometimes teams are just better than the other team.
Yeah, but asking them to sweep Connor McDavid and the Oilers, it's probably not good for business in the NHL either. You kind of got to think like that.
We watched McDavid and the Oilers get swept in the West Conference Final 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, but okay. Just take 5. Just take 5.
It can happen.
Just take 5 or 6, please.
We already made the bet, Cam. It's already done. 4 or 5. All right,
Next.
moving on. You want to talk about live golf?
Actually, I have live golf picks.
Oh,
I got everything this week.
I only got DeChambeau. What else you got in
He's
here?
8-1. Oh, dude, I got 4 guys. And hold on here. Oh, you're gonna love this one. I got live. Trivia question. Do you know the show? If I say, what you talking about, Willis? What's the show?
Yeah. Good Times or Family Ties.
Different Strokes. Died again. With Mr. Drummond.
What's the one with Steve Urkel? What's the one with Steve Urkel?
Family Matters. Drew, get it together. You should know that. You're not that young. You're not like you're just like Jesus. Anyway, hold on. Dude, man.
Cam, I was a Saved by the Bell kid. I was not a Family.
I watched Saved by the Bell too. I know AC Slater and Screech and Zach and the stupid the chicks in the show. Lisa Turtle. Anyway, here
Kelly
we go.
Kapowski, my first crush.
Yeah, I like that chick in what was she in again? Dance Girls, whatever was her name. The other one, the nerd. I like her.
Lisa.
Yeah, I liked her. No,
not Lisa.
No, the other. Turned out
the one with blonde hair.
No, the curly one that Slater always wanted.
Yeah, the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, anyway, she was a stripper. Next, Live Golf, Houston.
Yeah, we got...
Showgirls. What was it called again? See, now you're rattling my cage. The show was called Different Strokes, and it was a big hit. Live Golf, Gooch. That was Arnold's bully. In school, his name was Gooch. So Taylor Gooch at 16-1. Drew, you have questions. I hope I have answers. Abraham answered. You know what the funny thing is? I did some research. Both of those guys, Gooch and Answer, went to the University of Oklahoma. So I got 2 Sooners, baby. Now I got 2 bombs for you. A Belgian named Thomas Peters, who is playing great golf right now. European guy. Nobody knows him, but the guy does
German,
damage.
German, Thomas Peters.
He's actually Belgian, but...
Oh, right. Same flag. I confused it.
Don't and please don't say Belgium and Germany are the same things, but we'll talk about
I said same flag almost.
Okay, here. And one for you, Drew. This is the best. For all you old guys out there with a colonoscopy and exam, hello, everybody. It's Dick Bland. Richard Bland won on the senior major last week. He's 55-1 on a short course. Give me Dick, a.k.a. Richard Bland. His game is not bland. It's very spicy at 55-1.
I got to take Phil at 200-1 as well. I know it's a shorter course.
Why not? Phil can, one week he can show up when he owes people money. The next week he can fucking shoot an 82. Who knows what he's going to do?
Yeah, and he's doing YouTube videos now, which is pretty fun to watch.
Phil's he's a real dude. That guy's a snake oil salesman.
Oh yeah. He's making like hundreds of millions of dollars. So whatever.
He's a hustler.
All right, moving on, Cam. The Memorial. I know you're in the one and done pool with me. I'm
glad you're in the pool. I'm like, yo, you're in Joe C's pool. I go, good for Drew.
Well, I got slapped out of it in like 2 weeks last time because Rory shit the bed for me.
You ever notice that Billy the Doorman only bets Asians?
Yeah.
I looked at his picks over the last year. He has no white golfers. He took Hideki Matsuyama this week. Anyway, Memorial. He's married to a Chinese chick, and she's really nice.
I got Scotty Scheffler this week in the one and done.
Oh, wow. That's really stepping out on a limb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cam, I'm done saving golfers. Every year I'm like, I'm going to save this guy for the major, this guy, and then I'm fucking out before the major comes. I'm done doing that.
You're right. I'm going to take, to win the tournament, though, just briefly. I know it's just started by time of taping. Morikawa at 14. Hovland at 18, defending champion. And I got a couple bombs for you. Sepp Straka at 66. And who was my other one? I think there was another guy that I took. It might be Austin Eckroat at 90. But those are my bets. But I really like. Oh no, sorry. I only bet 4 guys and Eckroat. Ludwig Aberg, 25-1. I love that kid. You know Aberg. He's amazing.
You love Aberg every week.
Of course I do. At 25-1? Damn right I do.
Cam, am I crazy? My only bet so far in this tournament, I have Wyndham Clark top 5 at 10-1.
I have Wyndham Clark top 10 and 20, so we're reading each other's mail.
All right, there you go.
Actually, I got a horse pick for you too.
Okay, you got to share that then, because the last time you told me the horse picks, and you didn't tell me.
I almost won a $5,000
yeah,
super.
Exactly.
Okay, here's the deal. We got the Belmont, but it's actually being run at Saratoga because the Belmont, where the Islanders play hockey, is basically bulldozers and dirt. So I'm going to give you the horses.
Wait, the Belmont isn't at Belmont Stakes?
No, it's called the big. It's at the spa. It's called Saratoga. It's one of the most beautiful tracks ever. Like that's where rich people from New York go, like the Hamptons. It's at Saratoga, but it's called the Belmont. So everyone know, it's called the Belmont. It will be raced at Saratoga. These are the horses that I like. The 10 Mind Frame to win is 7-2 with Irad Ortiz Jr. as a jockey. Todd Pletcher, one of the best trainers. Sierra Leone is the favorite at 2-1. Will be there. Flavian Pratt gets the ride with Chad Brown. Great connections. And my underdog special, Drew, How do I not bet on a horse with my name and booze in the name? The Wine Stewart. And he's number 4.
Ooh.
That's my lucky number. He's a big long shot at 15-1. The Wine Stewart. Manny Franco and Maker is a great trainer as well. 15-1. My super long shot, the Wine Stewart. Let's go.
All right, Ken, give me an exacta so I can play that. That's what I like doing.
Let's do a box. Okay, we will do a box with. I really don't want to throw Mystic Dan out, but I have to.
What
okay.
race is this again?
I just go. I don't have the race in front of me, but it'll be late. Just go to Belmont on Saturday and find the race with all these horses' names. Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I screwed up. I should have had that written down, but I got a lot of things going on. Hold on. 3-year-olds had to try double stakes per. Damn it, 1.25. Okay.
I'm excited.
Race
This is gonna
12.
hit
Race
everybody.
12. Race 12.
Race 12. All right.
And the post time is 6:41 Eastern. Do this. 4 horses. Box them for exacta and try.
Okay.
Number 1, Seize the Gray. Number 4, the Wine Steward. Number 9, Sierra Leone. And number 10, Mindframe. And if all
So 1, 4, 9, 10 boxed.
Yeah.
So if they finish top 4 in any order, you win.
Yeah, that's right. But the problem is 9 and 10 are favorites. But if the 4 and the 1 come in, we'll make box cars if one of those horses wins. So you got to put the chalk in. But 1, 4, 9, 10. Yeah, you got it, buddy.
All right, sounds good. I'll be buying you a bottle of wine if.
Oh,
Wine
you'll
Stewart
be buying
comes in
me. Yeah, if that Wine Steward wins and it goes in that exact order, dude, screw the wine. We're going cruising with our wives before you have your children, your second child.
Well, I already have one child, so
yes, I mean, child 2. Yes.
They can go to the mother-in-law's for a week. That's fine.
I agree. Get them out of there.
I don't know about pregnant wife on a cruise if that's a good formula, but
it's a great formula, Drew. It's a great formula, actually. Just
good
let
formula
relax.
for bad times. That's probably all right, Cam. That does it for this episode of Drew and Stu. So
been a
you
while,
love
Drew.
the Florida.
We miss each other. Like, see, this is fun, people. Hey, in football season, here's the deal. We need your guys' support here because me and Drew like doing this. We're hopefully going to get some sports books on board. We're going to blow it up this year. More props, more fun, more everybody. So click the like button, right, Drew?
And some live shows, some
Drew's
Sunday
got a
watch
second
alongs
child coming on. So if you guys don't help us out, he's done, and his kids go hungry. So that's it's on you.
Yeah, it's on you. That's true. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Please click like. Please click subscribe. Please rate and review the podcast on all audio platforms. Please bet on the Florida Panthers to win in 4 games. Bet on Boston to win in 5 after Dallas wins tonight. It's all going to happen. It's not a lock. I will never say it's a lock because it never wins when it's a lock. But get the brooms out. That's all I'm going to say. All right, thanks, everybody.
This has been Drew and Stu. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.